Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the time off camera I've gone and prepared just a little bit. We're going to be doing Caldessan's Despair. Let me just get Boon of the Hoarder across here. And in order to be able to afford it, we're going to have to do some transmuting of our gems. So if you have a look at the Darkness of Ramanant. With the Essence of Topaz, we can transmute 9 gems into a topaz. So, one of these, 9 of these, transmute. There we go, we get 9 topazes out. I've upgraded these as high as I can, practically, to make sure that we've got enough to be able to do what we want. Because they have to be done in batches of 9, I haven't really bothered upgrading any further if there wasn't anything that could be gained from it. I'm going to keep the Imperial Rubies until, well, at least 9 of them until last. Because if we don't need them, they could be quite useful for Cormac. But with the 54 that we've got there, let's just teleport over to Shen. We can combine into a hell of a lot of topazes. Sorry, a hell of a lot of royal topazes. And that gives us 6 flawless royal, of which we will use 3 in Caldessan's Despair, and the other 3 we can use in our own equipment. So, 3 go in there quite happily. I would love to be able to finish upgrading our equipment, but you know what? You know what? Cormac can wait. Cormac can wait. We'll do the last one and we will max out our equipment, and then I will be happy about that.
Need more time.
So over here, combine gems. Let's remove this. One more flawless royal topaz. And that's it. Our equipment is as maxed out as it's going to be. The Caldessan's Despair is going to give us a direct boost to our intelligence. So that's the main reason we're doing this. And I was having a look to see what it's going to be best on. I think it's probably going to be best on our boots, because our boots are pretty good all in all. They're unlikely to change. Other things that it could go on, nothing's... well, maybe the gloves. Because the gloves have got decent rolls on most bits. Let's do it on the gloves, actually. Let's do it on the gloves. So, augment ancient item. 1, 2, 3.
Where's my wife? Is she all right?
It has to be an ancient item. Can't just be a regular item. And this is something that I've never run into problems with before, because we've always had an ancient item to augment. It's augment ancient item, not augment legendary item. Okay, new plan. We're going to have to do some bounties in order to get enough bits to re-roll some of our kit. So that is going to be our new primary objective. So let's drop these off so that they are ready to go, and then I guess we're doing bounties. Before we do that, so this is to augment an ancient legendary item. That's just me not reading. So this is going to finish off the Conqueror. We can't do that, but we can have a look ahead at Guardian. I've got it on torment 13 ahead of time. We're going to go and kill Urziel and see if we can just like blap through him really quickly, and then we'll start with a fresh bounty set. God, that's embarrassing. I wish I'd read that first. Okay, really we want to find Urziel quickly so we can get him done. But I will grab other bits as we're going around, because there's no point in just leaving stuff. Is Urziel right here? No, not quite. That would have been incredibly lucky if that was the case. There's a way down there. We don't want to go down. I will open the chest just in case we get something interesting out. Man, yeah, we don't have any ancient items in any of our kit that we're using right now. I suppose I could do something like Convention of Elements just to get it done and tick off the season journey, but I'd rather do it on something we're going to use than something that we're purposefully not using. Bad doggo. Bad doggo biting me while I'm exploding in his mouth. Okay, let's go this way and hope that Urziel's down here. Not there. The Urziel fight itself should be really quick. Yeah, it's just round this bit. Okay, let me in. There we go. Okay, his first bit is done. And there we go. Really, really quick just to get him sorted. Okay, so we're just going to drop back. We're going to start a new bounty set yeah, get some material so that we can start re-rolling items. Probably starting with Death Wish. Death Wish seems like a good, sensible choice. So Torment 16, so that we have the best loot drops as well. And we may as well IDL bits as well as we're going through. Now with the upgrades that, sorry, with the Death's Breath that I've got, I have re-rolled a whole bunch of our materials so we can do some upgrades. So it's probably worth us making a bunch of swords as well. And going for a Death Wish that way. That's not going to be too many materials. We could also try for another Hergbasher's Binding, but I think getting a better weapon will feel better. No, not Gift of Solara. It's ancient as well. So it's another Death Wish. It's not as good as our current one. If only those two had been like the other way round for the ancient roll. We can afford to do a few more, so let's do a few more. We can afford one more, and then we're out of materials.
Not ready yet.
Thunder Fury. That's a bit of a shame. So to reforge the legendary, we need 5 of each type. We're low on Act 2 and Act 4. So a full bounty set will give us the most that we can work with. Let's salvage up what we have, and we'll just head straight on out. Okay, starting in Act 1. Now, it might actually end up being more efficient for us to do bounties at the lower difficulties. Hard to say for certain. Because we'd, of course, just be able to blitz through them in that case. But I think if we run through them, so just like bypassing most of the mobs, we should be able to do them relatively quickly. Okay, there he goes. What have we got in here? We have another set item, another ring. Okay, well that's kind of cool. Let's move on to the Templar Inquisition. So in order to get the final level, not Conqueror, but Guardian, we're going to need to also get our gems to 70. So at some point we'll need to go back to rifting, but not right this second. Okay, that's one guy saved. This guy is getting a little bit explodey. We can actually tank these. I forgot we are nigh on invincible. I'm not supposed to be stopping to kill things. I'm supposed to be looking for those villagers. We are speed running. It's just too tempting. Okay, there's another one just over here. Okay, I can open this up. At least I thought we'd be able to. As long as Cormac keeps them off us for a second. And there's the final one just up here. Alright, Amos. You wanna be on camera again, mate? Let's put you on the screen. Let's keep your tail out of my drink though. Okay, with that bounty done, let's go kill Galash Valdant. We should be able to teleport straight on through. 125 mobs in here should be doable without too much hassle. Big hit there. There's Galash. And that's a hell of a lot more. About 75 that we need to get. 70-ish. Even more death breaths. I don't know what to do with all these death breaths. I will open this cursed chest up. Ooh, that actually dinged us a little. That many explosions. I am a little bit surprised, and a little bit impressed at the same time. Okay, that will do. Get myself exploding, and we'll move on to the Cursed Chamber of Bone. Counts as a town portal, so we can't be interrupted because of Cormac's shoulders. Cursed chest, nice and straightforward for this one. Let's get our reinforcements out to help. Hope the frame rate doesn't tank too much with so many magical effects going on the screen at once. Again, we're not setting any speed records with this, but that's fine. Bounty done. I'll grab the bits from in here, teleport down here, grab these as well. Let's move on. 150 mobs to be killed. He's moving quite quickly. And that Deathcaller dude as well. Empowered Shrine will help. That'll get us an elite pack. You know what, I will grab this as well. Every kill will help us out. And if we can get larger groups together, then that's always going to be good. Alright, nearly halfway there with the kills. That takes us over halfway. This one's always a bit longer to do than the other ones, just because the mobs are more spread out. Okay, Deathcaller last time was kind of in the middle, I remember. It's not going to be as fast as Elite Quake Barbarian either. Or running around with Chandottos, but it is going to be quick enough. This is Deathcaller. There's only 2 mobs that are left, so we may as well have the last couple being him and his minions. Ooh, and a sword. If we're lucky, that'll be an Ancient Death Wish. It's not going to be. Oh, we're full of stuff. Alright, let's drop that. And we'll head back to town, salvage all this up. I say salvage it all up, except for the Flare of Carnage, because that'll allow us to transmute some bits. So, all under the hammer, it's in Geom that we found. And in here, we got some reasonable parts, so it's actually worth us doing bounties just for that as well. Okay, well, we'll ID our stuff, put a couple of points in. Now that's pretty cool. Ooh, okay. Strategy. We extract the power from Unity, put Unity in the cube, we roll a socket into this, and we Caldessan's Despair this, and then that's it. That's good enough. And that's not a bad plan. That is really not a bad plan. Okay. So we had another Unity somewhere, I thought. Have we already extracted a Unity? I thought we had 3 of them. Okay, well, before we go extracting it, because we can extract it right now, let's get this life per hit into a socket. Come on, give me a socket. Nah. Shen. Give me an Imperial Topaz. Yes! Amazing. This is going to work. Okay. Right, Shen. That's what I'm doing. Remove from this. Put it in this. Down here. Extract legendary power. Unity. This becomes Unity. And then over here, let's sort out my other bits. We'll just salvage all of that up. I need this. I need this. The rest of these can all just come across.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
And Caldessan's to spare. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Conqueror complete. I knew we would get there in the end. So that's just added 250 intelligence flat to it, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Enlisting on the Guardian level. So we're going to carry on with our bounty runs, just because it makes sense for us to do that. That'll allow us to extract the last 10 powers that we need, and then it's just about gem leveling. So it's going to be pretty cool. Let's go to Act 2 and start barreling through these quickly. Into the Eastern Channel. All enemies in the Eastern Channel level 2. That means we need to find the Eastern Channel level 2. It's amazing how Death's Breath used to be so valuable. And the difference from having them coming out of your ears. Alright, let's go round. We're going to have to go around and go around properly. Scooch down here. It's a long way down the path, but we made it. Right. Everything needs to die in here. So, no survivors. May as well grab the healing well. We're not ever really hurt, but it's all kind of interesting. And down here. Just 13 mobs remaining. Hopefully they're all nice and clustered together. Well, now there's 14 mobs remaining, but that's what happens when you summon more mobs into an area. Ooh, just one guy. There he goes. Grab the last little bits from here, and we'll move on to kill Torsa. And 150 other enemies. Hopefully there won't be too many aerial ones for us to have to faff around with. Don't make me run away. That's just going to be annoying. Of course, while he's spinning around, it's stopping my my Hydra from doing its thing. I remember back playing Diablo 2, how scary Rakanoth was the first time I encountered him. Like, you'd been trained into how the Fallen were not terrifying in any way, shape or form, and then there was this one that not only was he dangerous by himself, but also when you killed him, he was dangerous. It's a very good introduction to the elemental enchantments on the elite mobs. Okay, got another couple over here. Let's hit them quickly. Still need another 55-ish. And of course Torsar, wherever he is. Yeah, I'm just going to burn that one to death. 27 to go. After we get the last couple of these, I think we'll just scooch around until we find where Torsar is. Oh, Torsar's finally marked on the map.
Still waiting.
I mean, it probably was marked before, but just underneath the Key Warden. Because this area is huge. Luckily, we are incredibly mobile. There we go. Bounty done. Let's move on. Tonekeeper time. That should not have stopped me. The whole point in this is you can't be interrupted. I suppose it says by taking damage, and that was a knockback, so technically maybe it counts, but it's a little bit cheeky, I'd say. A little bit cheeky. Okay, that's 8 mobs down so far. This area is going to be really easy for just killing things. That's actually down this little nook we need to go. Okay. Almost at the Tonekeeper. Let's stop and just kill this thing. There we go. 4 more. There's really not many left. There we go. On to kill Belial. Luckily, Belial is a nice, quick dart in, get the old murder going, dart back out. Yeah, if you're farming for specific kit, a wizard is definitely a good way of doing it. As long as you've got something else that can get the Veiled Crystals, Arcane Dust, and reusable parts that you need. This is a really, really quick and easy way to farm the Death's Breaths. Hell, even the Forgotten Souls by just constantly barreling over mobs. Just get you killed quickly. Alright, explode now. Close enough. Not the fastest we've ever done it, but it works. Let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? And from there, we will go on to the Ascension Ritual. We're almost full of stuff.
Need more time.
Right, there's the apparatus done. Kill the cultists. And then kill the demon. Job done. Back to town we go.
Have you spoken to Hoarder?
Okay, let's make a little bit of space. And then we'll see what Tyrael gives us. A whole bunch of things. None of it's particularly interesting for us, so it's all going to get salvaged up. Covenant's Criterion. It would be quite cool if we didn't already have invincibility for Cormac. Slash a primal ancient freeze of deflection, which is just crazy. Yeah, all this is going to get salvaged up. I'll teach those across. And I'm afraid that is where we're going to have to finish it today. A little bit of a shorter one than normal, but I don't have a huge amount of time. So we'll pick up the rest of the bounties next time. Thank you very much for watching. We have, of course, made it past the Conqueror level, and we're on to the final straight with Guardian. Just need to finish up our bounty set, extract the powers, and then just rift until we're done. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.